It's not right for the Muslim community to go through what we've had to go through, and we're not going to stand for the refugee community to have to go through it either.
Tonight, passionate protesters come out in support of allowing refugees to settle here in Western New York.
It's a story you saw first on 7. Tonight, a local department store reaches an agreement over a discrimination claim.
And local colleges falling short when it comes to helping students kick the habit.
When you alienate people, you create radicalism and extremism.
Despite frayed nerves from the deadly Paris attacks, dozens of supporters rallying in downtown Buffalo, raising their voices in support of allowing refugees to continue streaming into Western New York. All of this coming on the same day the House of Representatives approved a bill that would block Syrian and Iraqi refugees from entering the United States unless they have passed strict background checks. 7 Eyewitness News reporter Ed Riley is on the story for us tonight.
Well, Joanna, the Syrian refugee issue is a hot topic here in Erie County after County Legislature Majority Leader Joe Larigo wanted County Executive Mark Poloncarz to reverse his stance on allowing up to 300 Syrian refugees to resettle here. Larigo also introduced a resolution calling for a public hearing on the issue. But those actions generated an outcry from many local religious groups and organizations that deal with refugees. Today, before the Erie County Legislature met in session to deal with Larigo's resolution, around 200 people gathered in downtown Buffalo to show support for all refugees, including those coming from Syria. The rally called on legislators to remember the positive impacts that refugees are having on Buffalo. And several speakers, including some former refugees, said Syrian refugees should not be left to suffer for the actions of the Paris terrorist.
Because if we look at the history of our country, it was built by people, men and women, who came from so far away, who had nothing but had big dreams. And I'm one of those people. I'm here today because I dare to believe.
The group also held a moment of silence for the victims of the Paris attacks. Now, fearing a public hearing could turn into a shouting match of hate, county legislators passed an amendment to Larigo's resolution calling for an informational session instead. The legislature will now ask the county executive, sheriff, FBI, and Homeland Security to come and answer questions about cost, public safety, and procedure for dealing with Syrian refugees. No date was set for the information session as of yet, and some worry it will exclude input from local refugee organizations and Muslims. More on that coming up at 6 p.m. Ed Riley, 7 Eyewitness News.
All right.